that was one of the best days of my life. But you only realize it looking back. Going through, you go, I'm having an amazing day, and then you look back and go, that was one of the days. And about, actually, a year ago, because I would have gone through, no, 2 years, 18 months ago-ish, when Beowulf was going to be released in Japan, they flew me in. Stardust was going to be released in Japan. They flew me in, and I had a day off, 1 day off in my time there. And I contacted the guys, Steve Alpert from Studio Ghibli, who I'd met and worked with a lot on Mononoke, and I said, is there any chance that I could just come out and say hello, come out to the Studio Ghibli studios? And he said, of course, come on out. So I went out to Studio Ghibli, I was welcomed in, and I figured that somewhere in there I would probably get to say hello to Mr. Miyazaki if I was lucky and he was in. What I did not expect to happen was that Miyazaki was like the third person I met there, and just decided that really he should show me around, and then he should show me around the town and show me the children's center that he's building, more or less by hand, and then take me to the little Studio Ghibli retreat, and we'd sit and talk about children's fiction and Diana Wynne Jones and things like that through an interpreter, which is what happened. So I got to spend an entire day with Mr. Miyazaki, and he showed me everything he was working on Ponyo, and explaining the whole thing to me, and all of his watercolor paintings, and it was just... And what made it an amazingly wonderful day was, as far as he is concerned, I don't think Mr. Miyazaki knows that I am anything other than the nice guy who translated Princess Mononoke for Americans, and that he didn't get anybody ever coming up to him and saying, you know, that was a bad translation. It wasn't like he was doing this for a visiting celebrity. He doesn't care about celebrities completely. He was doing it because we'd met and liked each other at the Lincoln Center, and he wanted to be a gracious host, and I had one of the most fantastic days of my life just with him. So there you go. So I absolutely would have put in those Totoros, but I didn't. It was the artist's choice.